Oh, good morning. Hi, puppy. So Kaya and I, what a just a beautiful way to just sit here, relax in the tiny house before I get to work. Also, Kaya, we got to let the chickens out. So we'll go let the chickens out, and then we're going to get to doing the ceiling in here. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, little chicks. Any eggs? No eggs. All right, we're going to do the ceiling in the tiny house today. Time to go at it. So one more bay of insulation. Then we can do this part of the ceiling. Oh, that one, great. Very nice. Okay. Let's do some ceiling. 2 or 3 things I'd like to point out right here. So I've insulated all the way 6 feet the ceiling to here. I have to finish one more bay on the wall. There's absolutely no electrical in that ceiling part. There's nothing. There's going to be, all the way out to here, a floor or a ceiling, flat ceiling coming across. So light fixtures will go up in this flat ceiling. That up there is just a storage area. So I wanted to point that out. Also, I wanted to make sure that we're not spreading in the middle. A lot of you folks had mentioned that as well. So I've put a post here, and the wall was out maybe 1/4 of an inch. So I pulled that in, so it's exactly, well, it's 8 feet outside of framing to outside of framing. So we're all good here. I'll leave this in until I put this ceiling in. Then there'll be a cross member that comes across here, and it will tie that all in. Then I can pull this out. So did that, ready to start. I'm going to start doing the sloped ceiling right here, and go down. It'll be, I think, the easiest way for me to do that. All right, so let's go do it. So let me show you what I did here. Where are we? Okay. This is the piece that's going on the left side. You can see I beveled the back. I want to make sure that they're able to meet right at this point to make a nice crisp peak. Also, for this first piece, reluctantly, I'm going to use a framing gun because I need that really substantially held. There. Right here, after we do this ceiling, it's going to have a trim board here defining the storage area up here as compared to the rest of the room. So, one, whoop, 2. Perfect. Noise. Other noise. Great. That's perfect there. Okay. Then I'll do a framing nail on this side as well, and then the rest will all be finish nails. Okay, so I grabbed a finish nailer instead of the framer, and it seems like it's holding okay. So pull that in. Beautiful. All right. Should be hopefully smooth sailing the rest of the way through here. Let's get some more boards. Wow, a lot of fussing and fuming putting that one up. I did not show that one. It fought me all. It's really hard to do this. Listen to me whine. It's hard to do this alone because the tongue and grooves are such a tight fit. Two hands is, two people is often better than one in this application. So I don't know. It would be nice if it just slid in there, but it doesn't typically. Oh, that one went well. Okay, so I've had to go to a chisel. I'm just forcing that up. Oh, are you kidding me? It's going? What? That was so easy. It's so easy, so easy, so yeah. Again, this is getting covered with a board. So I'm not concerned about face nailing that. Wow. That was almost a delight. It's looking really good along the gable end there as far as being nice and tight. Another board. Well, that one went better than I thought. I was maybe 6 or 7 minutes on that one. I'm going to try it from this end, see if that goes any better. When you pound a chisel in, there's a beveled side and a flat side. It works best to have the flat side away from the piece. If you do it this way and you pound it in, it tends to pull out. You'll see that if you ever do this, that's true. Oh, that one went sweet. Wow. I might actually get this done this year. Just staying right there. Ken, where's your safety glasses? I'll be right back. Very good. I think I'm down to where I can do it without the ladder. That will help quite a bit. Oh, I'm a little short still. A little short on one end. I am tall enough so that my feet reach the floor. Got that one in place, so I'm going to tack that off. Oh, yeah. Good, 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 good. The next thing that'll become more difficult is as we get down to the bottom, it's going to be hard to get a swing on something. I only nailed on the upper part because I've got to pivot it in, so if I nail down here, it'll have a tendency to pull the joint open. Don't want that. Okay. One side done. Whew, lottie. When the wall trim comes, wall tongue and groove comes up, that will fit right in here, and that gap will disappear. Well, what do you think? Did I learn anything from doing that side? You think these will go any better? It worked good to start on this end over there. So all in all, I think this is going pretty well. Pretty excited to get down and do this flat ceiling, put some lights in. Can't wait for that. Well, I can wait for that actually. I have to wait for that. Very good. Next. Wow. Huh. Where'd you come from? So that's what we have for ticks around here. They're just crawling on my head. Sorry, buddy. Well, that's interesting because I wasn't really out near grass or anything where they might want to get on me. I guess they just like me. I don't know. I think they like anybody. Now it's after having a tick just crawling around on you, it's like, what was that? What's up? What was that? If it would all go this easy, I might even consider doing this for a living. Now I'll just rip this last one. Same. All right, I'll go rip that. Be right back. Okay, man, you know the routine. Poundy, poundy. Perfect. Perfect. There, all right. So this is the start of the ceiling framing. It's going to just go right up. Well, you'll see where it goes. But I started some screws, but I thought, because it's just me, it's going to be easier to just hit it with a framer first. Easy. Right there. Just push up on that. much easier. Okay, so you probably have all noticed it's on the flat. The reason I'm doing that is it gains me, if I did it up this way, I would lose 2 inches more of space that's already valuable. The T&G is going to be secured on the bottom, going back, front to back. So I'll put 3 of these in. There's not much, it's just going to be small boxes or something stored up there. So that's the way I'm doing it. There, that's good and solid. Now we'll go on that end, put those up. I have 3 of them cut. That worked good to use the framer, at least initially. Oh, I must be losing weight. My pants keep falling down. Either that or I need a new belt. Probably need a new belt. This third one, actually I've got to do some measuring. What'd you do with my tape measure? It's in the shop. Be right back. So while the camera was off, I did measure from the gable end wall to here's 31 1/4. So I made a mark here with an X on the side that I want this. Right here. Now further secure it with some screws. There'll be a wall right under this. Beautiful. Perfect, 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 perfect. Well, so I'm starting this ceiling. This will be a bit of a slow process because when I get over to where the bath vent is, I've got to put that in and wire it. Then over in here, there'll be a light. And over in here, there'll be a light. So there'll be a little bit of ceiling work. Looks good. Oh, that looks real nice. Good. Those lining up well so far. So before I forget, I need to put some screws in to secure that end 2x. Okay, time to put in the fan vent. Let me go get it. And so I'm going to mount the fan vent right here. and so that the this will go right up in to, yeah, I'll mount it right there. So a little trick, there has to be a block behind here that's mounted to this. I'm just going to do it down on the floor to put it on. This will be the block I'm securing up there. So this piece represents the ceiling, and now I'll just run some screws through to secure it. There. So that's secured to that. I think while it's down here, I'll hook up the wiring, run that. Just try it up here. Yeah, that's great. So from here, I'll run the wire over. There'll be a doorway here. So I'll put the switch over here to turn it on, to try to keep it away from keep the switch away from water. Also for the light that's going in here, the switch will go over there. Okay, so let's wire this up. So you have to actually take this completely apart in order to wire it. And so I've loosened this up. There's little tabs that when I put it back together will snap in place into these. And then this removes so that you can wire it. Then you have to put on a Romex connector. That will go in there. Get that nice and tight. Okay, so then running the wire through. Singing hallelujah. Oh, yeah. Got it, yeah. And then there. Out. Say you're not supposed to leave much coating inside of the box. It's not really a box here, but kind of like that. Leave enough in case you have to pull it apart to work on it. Come on. There. Got it. Whew. And now this will just theoretically just snap back in. Good there. Not good there yet. Twill be. There we go. Now this can be plugged in. Okay, we'll go up there. You know what? I might mount this as well since I'm right here. Good thinking. Okay. Oh. These are a little different since the last time I did one. This is a foam gasket that comes around here, purposely made to not complete a circle, but to leave it open on the bottom. So this is upside down. I'm going to flip it over. So this will go on first. Easily remove the paper. Tongue-in-cheek, that was said. Okay, let's go right there, and that is sticky. there. All right, and then this, in theory, will go right over that. I hope it goes easy. I left it out from the housing a little bit, just so I could get this over it completely. Putting 2 coils all the way over it. Okay, then zip ties. There. Well, let's go put it up there. I'm going to go this way, just going up over this plate, just so the wire's kind of out of the way. I'm going to cut that tongue out. It sounds painful. I'm going to cut that out because then the next piece of pine will fit a lot better. There. That'll be a lot better. Then the cover will fit better. No gaps, theoretically, hopefully. Much better, much better, much better. There. Okay, so I'll hook this up. Then we're good to go a little further and then do the light. Meanwhile, before I do that, before I put any more on, I want to do the kitchen light. So we'll go over and do that. So I'm going to center it in essentially the window in this opening. So you need 4 inches, and that's 4 1/8. I mean, you need 4 1/4, I think it is. So should be good. I'm gonna cut that out. Kaya. Very good. Oh, that's gonna be nice. Okay, I'll run the wire, the box up here, and then we can hook that up and run a wire over. The switch for the light will come down here and be right here. There'll also be I'll put a GFI outlet here, so the switch will be GFI'd. GFCI, ground fault circuit interrupter. Whew. Okay, I'll get a box. All right, the fan is hooked up, the vent is connected, it's wired to that point. It's not wired in yet. Done. And the kitchen light. All installed. Wire ready to go down to the switch.